Jake Paul, Mike Tyson. The fight was rigged. What a surprise. Anyway, man, this is good for thought. So let's roll.
Good for thought.
Put up all my super dope, amazing, super sexy Nazarenes out there. This is good for thought. Why are we talking about Mike Tyson and Jake Paul and good for thought? There is a reason why. Because this is good for thought. I give you something good for the thought, man. So we're gonna reveal that at the end of the video. Why we're even talking about this now. We have predicted a lot of things on this channel. If you don't believe me, go back and a few hours before the Jake Paul Tyson fight, I came out with a short telling y'all exactly what's gonna happen, and that's exactly what happened. So to everyone that still questions, is Jake Paul's fight rigged? The Tyron Woodley fights, all of these different fights. I've been trying to tell everyone, look, you cannot step in to any professional situation, any professional job, you cannot step into anything professional thinking like, yo, I'm just gonna, train for a little bit and be the best lawyer ever, man. Because there are lawyers that have been doing it their whole lives, man. So now we have Jake Paul, all of a sudden, he skips the amateur boxing. He just steps right into, professional boxing. He's boxing, all these MMA fighters and stuff. And we're thinking, yo, this dude is, he's super good, man. He's special, man. And the reason why he's beating all these MMA fighters, because they're MMA fighters. Look, even people like Tyron Woodley, he's a professional. This is a guy that's been fighting his whole life. Let me explain something to all of you that don't understand why you cannot find a boxing gym in the suburbs. And all of you suburbanites are gonna scream at me, look, well, we got like boxing training. You might have like little boxing classes in your local YMCA or big fitness center, man. But you don't have your original, old school beat up, smelly, ghetto boxing gyms. You have MMA gyms. You have, what is the popular one? The Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu gyms. You don't have boxing. Why? Because it's a brutal sport. Kids, usually like myself, from the hood, from the ghettos, from poverty, they choose boxing to get out of their situation, and they take this punishment and they get better throughout the years, man, because life pushed them into it, This is why suburbanites pick tennis, man, because you don't have to get hit in the face. So for someone like Jake Paul to all of a sudden be like, yeah, man, I love boxing. Look, it's a huge money grab. But not only that, there's a Jake Paul, Logan Paul boxing conspiracy theory. I'm gonna reveal that maybe in this video, maybe in another video. So all of you folks that still question, was the fight between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul rigged? Let me tell y'all something, right? Mike Tyson, not only is he one of the greatest heavyweight fighters of all time, but this dude comes from some of the toughest streets in America, right? A straight up gangster, man. He ran with Don King. He ran with all kinds of mobsters in the 90s. He did a 6-year bid, man. So to a little suburban kid like Jake Paul, man, when you got somebody like that, even at 58, because everyone is like, yo, he's 58 and everything. Look, at 58, you might lose your speed, but you're not losing your power yet. So when a mother sucker like that approaches someone like Jake Paul and looks him dead in the eye, yo, Jake Paul will piss himself, bro. Excuse my français. He would piss himself right there and then. If in the contract they discuss that all gloves are off, this is an actual fight, being face to face with people say natural born killer. I don't want to say he killed people, but Mike Tyson's a natural born killer that did a 6-year bid. If you don't know what that means, maybe he didn't do a whole 6 years in jail. He did like 3-4 years in state prisons, man. And guess what? In the state prison, bro, you best bet your last dollar that he was getting tested by the inmates. It's not like he rolls in and into Rikers Island and all the inmates are like, oh my God, it's tight. Nah, he's being tested. And guess what? From what I heard, Iron Mike Tyson was the man in jail, bro. In prison, like he ran the joint. So a dude like that in front of Jake Paul and all gloves are off, Jake Paul will doodle in his pants. Like, let's be real, please, people. Why are we dismissing these things? Mike Tyson used to wrestle tigers, bro. Why are we dismissing that, man? And Mike Tyson got this, he's a very intelligent dude, but he got like this craziness in him, man. Craziness that he lost part of his soul a long time ago, bro. And this is why all of a sudden now, I've been talking about this forever, but all of us, even with the Tyron Woodley fight, I'm like, watch how these fighters are holding back, bro. And then people tell me, well, Tyron Woodley, fell face first into the ground. Look, if a Jake Paul offers you $5 million to fall face into the ground, $5 million, even $1 million, even $500,000, you better bet your ass you're gonna fall face flat into the ground, bro. There's all these politics that are involved in boxing. So what was the conspiracy theory? I'm gonna reveal it to you. From what it looks like is Dana White, along with the Paul brothers, and along with whoever else, Bob Arum, who knows, whoever's not making money off of boxing, but rather MMA. What it looked like is they had this plan to destroy boxing. Because all of a sudden you got this kid talking about, I'm a boxing fan, this and that, but he's beating all these professional fighters. So what they're telling to the average onlooker is, look, this shit is easy. Boxing is like a street fight, bro. You can get your, your boy from the block, man, and he's good with his hands, put him in the ring, he's gonna start knocking people because boxing is easy. What is hard? MMA, bro. So it looked like there was a conspiracy. There was a plan to destroy boxing. So what would that look like? That would look like Jake Paul and Logan Paul, stacking up all these fights against retired, even professional, MMA fighters, boxing, whatever. And people will start thinking, wow, man, boxing is easy, bro. Now, MMA is hard. So what he would do is he would stack up all these fights, and then all of a sudden, 3-4 years, he would say, boxing is easy, bro. I'm beating all these professional fighters, and I just started. I wasn't even an amateur fighter. I'm going to the MMA. But something happened along the way, man, where that looks like that plan fell apart, right? So what they're doing now is they're like, all right, well, we're just gonna make money off these dummies in boxing, set up all these fights. What you gonna do about it? Again, people don't understand. There's like, sometimes there's a $1 billion behind fights like Jake Paul and Mike Tyson, maybe more, bro. People are putting their mortgages on the house betting on these fights, bro. A lot of shit is riding on it. So you think that they will let it, you know, they will let it happen to chance? Like, oh, we don't know who's, like, come on, bro. It's too much riding on this. So here's the good for thought. I still want to say food for thought, but this is good for thought. This is why I'm even talking about this, because again, we had Fighting for Change, which was a boxing show. We're gonna jumpstart that again. There's so much going on, but the point the point of this good for thought is I want to ask all of you, when have we become so naive? And this goes back to everything else that is going on, man, in the world, with us being on the brink of a nuclear war, you know, doomsday and starvation in the world, and global warming, like all of these things that are being put inside of our heads, man. This goes back to that. And my question is, why? Why are we being so naive? You know, fool me once, shame on me. But we've been fooled over and over and over again. It's so, I don't want to be graphic, but it's like, you know, we have bent over and said, look, do whatever you may with me, man. And this is the good for thought. This is what I want you to think about. It's not about Jake Paul. It's not about Mike Tyson. It's about us. It's about when is enough, man? You know, why are we, you know, allowing this, you know, sort of buffoon? Is it entertaining? Sure, it's entertaining, you know, whatever. But this is a form of distraction and control, man. Situations like this, and the next day after the fight happens, you know, the whole YouTube feed, everything is, you know, Google News, everything, everyone is talking about it, man. While there are real issues going on in the world, and the reason they're doing this is to show us, like, look, these people are dummies, man. That's why even if we decide to wipe half of them out tomorrow, who cares? Because people are dummies. We're being dummies, man. You know, we gave our life away to these people, man. So I'm begging all of you, let's show them, let's show ourselves that we're not dummy, we're not naive. We see exactly what's going on. We won't be fooled by it anymore. This amazing book, it's a follow-up to the first installment of A Journey Inside, a poetry book by a Romaniya poet. It dives deep into all of the human nature. This one is for women, but it's for everyone. For, you know, called Goddess Journey, and I encourage you to go get it. It's a brilliant book. Grab the Journey Inside while you're at it. And thank you all for being here, man. Shout out to Jim Dillinger, my boy David in the UK, my boy Tomek, everyone. This is good for thought. This is brand new. This is episode 2. Late at night. But yeah, I love all of y'all, man. Let's stop. Let's please stop being this naive, man. All right, cool. I'm out of here. Uno.